Hello and welcome. My name is Romney and thank you very much for choosing this video and this series of videos on how to self-publish your own children's book. Now, my background started about 2019 and initially I was creating no and low content books, and then probably at the beginning of 2022 I started to create children's picture storybooks, and I found that to be probably my swing zone. I really enjoy creating the books and making that positive impact to children across the world. So my books did start with a few different varieties, and they involved books about certain experiences. And then in the middle of 2022, I came up with a brand new series, and it was called Archie the Bear. Now, so far I've published 3 books under Archie the Bear. This was the first book, Archie the Bear Becomes a Big Brother. And Archie the Bear Becomes a Big Brother was released about August last year and is doing really, really well. In a moment, what I'll do is I'll show you that book, how it's tracking, and what I want to do throughout this series is to create a number of different videos that go through some of the stages of self-publishing a children's book. Now, it's also off the back of my best-selling course on Udemy about how to write, create and publish your own children's picture storybook, and that course alone has hundreds of students that are enrolled in that course. So let's get into a few of the key things about what I've learned along the way in self-publishing, and therefore that will lead us well into the next video. So the first thing is, when you're choosing to publish a children's book, you really need to think about the things that make you happy, because I feel that all flows in the way that you write, the way that you can get it illustrated, and the way that you bring that book together, and the passion you have to spread the word about that book. If you're choosing a topic that's not of interest, well, obviously that will probably come across a bit more within the book. And particularly if you're creating a series of books, you need each of them to flow nicely. So let's jump onto Amazon. Let's check out my first book that I published, how it's currently tracking, and then we'll finish with a few things before we go on to the next lesson, and that's about niche research. But what I want to do is to let you know that I'm planning on keeping each of these lessons to approximately 10 minutes. I don't want to exceed that by too much. I want to keep them short and punchy. And as mentioned, if you want to get the full 5-hour course, then you can just check out the links below in the description of this video and you can see all of that put together. But anyway, let's go to Archie the Bear right now. So as you can see, this is the Archie the Bear Becomes a Big Brother. This was the first book that I released, and you can see it's in Kindle version, hardcover and paperback. So if we scroll down here further, we'll be able to see the A+ content and how I've put that together, some of the illustrations within the book, a couple of reviews, and then the bestsellers rank currently, it's at 30,000 in the United States. So that's pretty good. It has been tracking a little bit lower than that, but I'm happy with that given that it's now 8 months, 9 months since I released that book, and I'm happy with the current progress, and I think that that will continue to sell well for the long term. So if you're keen on finding out about niche research, keywords, illustrations, even how the storyline, how that comes together, and then even launching your children's book, then make sure you keep an eye out for the next series of videos that form this book series about self-publishing your children's book. So I hope you enjoyed this first initial introduction to the series, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.